I'm like a cow. Milk does a body good. My wife says, not in your case, though. Oh! I love my milk. I'm going to do a quick little live, talk about a few things, wait for some people to come here. I'm sorry, I've been busy. People are like, why don't you do lives for? We want lives. Well, I'm here. I know everybody's freaking out over MMTLP. We'll see what happens with this. Let me tell you, man, if this thing doesn't squeeze, I'm pissed. I'm really, really pissed because that's it. It's like it's time to really start thinking about protesting, and because this is a situation where the shorts literally have to be closed. That's it. There's no choice. And if and what are they doing? They're halting it. They're doing all this stuff. Get the f out of here, man. Just it pisses me off. It really does. It pisses me off, and it just goes to show you. I don't know. What do we? This market seems rigged. Again, I'll say it's alleged, but I'm really starting to get very, very angry, like the Hulk, man. And when I get angry, you don't like me. You're not gonna like me. Well, there's a few things we need to talk about. Like I'll get your feelings on it. Tell me what you feel, because obviously, you know, your feelings is what counts. I'm here to entertain you, but I'm also here to hear you out. I want to hear your take on things. Believe it or not, Commander 35, did you get in COSM at 26 cents? Um, I got to tell you something. I scalped it. I made money on it. I'm done with it. That's it. That thing might even go lower, Commander 35. That might even go to 19 cents. I don't know yet. I don't know how I feel about that thing. All I know is that Teddy Zane's balls are getting roasted. Teddy bought what 70,000 shares. I think he had a cost average of 50 cents. I don't know. I don't know if he's buying more, lowering that cost average, which I think he might be doing. But he's throwing big money. Look, I don't play with penny stocks, big money. I see that's another thing people have to understand. Whenever I promote something that is a risky play, a volatile play, okay, something that is a penny stock. What do I always tell you? I said use pennies. I say use pennies. I'm filming right now, Mama. I love you, Mom. I just wanted to let you know I'm filming. My mother will say some wild thing. My ass hurts. She'll say, that's not good. What happened to TCDA? Once again, Commander, this isn't, you tried to do like a gotcha thing with me. Listen to me. Even with Progeny, remember Prague? Okay. I always tell people the same thing. Use pennies. Never use big money. That's it. And again, I can't even say to use anything because I'm not a financial planner. I'm just an entertainer. So don't listen to me. I tell everybody don't listen to a word I say because ultimately my videos are not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer. So it's really, honestly, it's for entertainment purposes only. But I'm not like, see, let's take Teddy Zane as an example. Teddy Zane started off, he bought 70,000 shares of COSM at what? A cost average of what, 50 cents. I would never do that, nor would I ever recommend anyone doing that. That's insane. It's a penny stock. These are the most volatile, risky stocks in the stock market. And he's gonna put 35 G's? Nah, that's crazy. And you see, it just goes to show you what happened. You could lose your balls doing that. And it's the same thing with TCDA, Commander 35. I would never tell anybody or recommend anybody, but again, it's even though it's only entertainment purposes only, I would never say, fill up the boat. No way. On penny stocks, I was playing with $500. I was playing with $1,000 on COSM. I would never play with real money on penny stocks. That's just me. So who's here? Just Commander 35 breaking my onions? Who else is here? Look, Lou. All right, I got to get out of here. Excuse me. All right. All right. Lou is gone. Lou is like in the Dominican Republic. Lou is gone. You want to go? Come with me, Jen. Come on. We got to go to. You said you wanted to get some dish detergent, some things at the dollar store. I gotta take my wife to the dollar store.
My favorite store.
You want to talk about credit Commander 35? Is this even really the Commander 35? I wonder if it's the real Commander 35. It's probably a bot. Let's talk about credit. Okay. Credit is something that is brainwashed into you. Just let me explain to you, okay? Credit is something that's brainwashed. Now, I have good credit, but it's something I very, very rarely use. I don't use credit because cash to me is king. I always use cash. And you know what's funny? In the very few times that I did use credit in my life, you don't even have to have good credit. This is what people don't understand. Listen to me. You could have the worst credit in the world, but if you have cash, you could get any type of financing or any type of loan. Like, I'll give you an example. If you went right now to buy a Tahoe, let's just say, or Lincoln Navigator, or if you wanted to buy whatever it is, a Cadillac Escalade, okay? Let's go with something that costs $100,000. Let's just say, I'm just throwing out a number. You put $50,000 down in cash. Let me tell you something. You could have the worst credit on earth. You could have a credit score that's 400, right? And they're gonna approve you. So at the end of the day, and it works the same way with real estate. It works the same way with any situation. You give me a situation right now. Like, I'll tell you a funny example. Okay, I'll tell you a funny example. A long time ago, are you ready? I was renting out an apartment. I'm talking about when me and my wife, she was my girlfriend. This is like a long time ago. Like, I'm talking about long time ago. Forget about it. Over 20 years ago. Okay. Now, I went down there and the guy says to me, look, I need you to fill out a credit application, for the apartment. I said, you need me to fill out a credit application? I did. This is what I did. Let me show you. I pulled this out. You understand? I pull this out. The guy goes, forget the credit application. He goes, no need to do the credit application anymore. No need to do the credit application. Okay, so this is the deal with credit. Okay, I'm not saying to you that credit is not important, but in the end of the day, if you have money, if you have cash, cash is king. My wife is saying it. Say it, Jen.
Don't show me.
I'm not showing you. They to see me.
It's a true story. He went to rent out an apartment, and all he had to do was show cash, and that was it. Forget about credit. I swear to God, the guy's eyes lit up. He said, it's yours.
Think about everything, right? Think about everything in life, okay? And I got to tell you, you don't need good credit. And I'm not saying to you, again, that I don't have good credit. I have good credit, but I don't even use it because I have money. I have cash. But if you give me any circumstance, if you have cash, you don't need credit. You don't. That's the bottom line. That's it. Give me any example. Any example right now. You want to buy a car, you want to buy a house. You give me a person that has the worst credit. Come see me. And if I give you the cash, you're going to get approved. Because that's what we live in, a world where cash is king. That's it. Credit is for losers. You know what credit is for? Credit is for losers. Okay? It's for people who don't have cash, they don't have money, and they're relying on credit. Did you pay someone those $10K to find if Lou is really in the Dominican Republic? No, he's really there. What's up, Tommy? Like, I understand. Look, I get the concept of why, in the case of real estate, like, here's an example. Good morning, Back to the Future. In the case of real estate, I get why credit is important. Because if you got good credit, you understand you could use the credit as a way to flip deals. You could use the credit as a way to, generate rental income, to generate, passive income. I get it. I understand all of that. But other than that, why do you need credit? You're an idiot. I'll give you an example. If you look at my house, we spent like $20,000 on furniture. Seriously, I spent $20,000 minimum, possibly more. I didn't use a credit card. I did not use a credit card for anything, any furniture you see in this house. I paid it in cash. I see all these idiots out there who max out their credit cards to buy furniture for their house. They're paying a ridiculous high interest rate. For what? For what? Because you don't have the money. You don't have the cash. So I would rather be a person who has access to a large amount of cash than credit if you gave me a choice. See, Tommy says, I have one credit card that I barely use. I'm not saying to see. Let me just say this. I am not saying to credit is bad. Having good credit is good because more or less it's good if you buy real estate, in my opinion, because you could use that, like I said, to do a lot of deals. You could flip properties, you could build up passive income. But other than that, if you're using credit because you're just a homeless bum like Lou. You understand? You're a person who can't afford anything, and you got to go to Ashley Furniture or any furniture store, and you're like, "Oh, let me max out my credit. I'm going to use $20,000 to buy furniture." Oh, let me max out my credit. To buy stupid things. I see people all the time using credit for dumb ass things. Dumb ass things. I can't tell you. You get these holiday things in the mail. You understand? They send this to us. My wife shows it to me. She's like, "Oh, honey, we could get this card, this Christmas thing," and she wants to spend. They're gonna give us a $10,000 limit. I said, "Don't bother. Don't bother. It's stupid." I'm like, "What do you want, honey? I'll buy it for you." So that's just the way I've been my whole life. I go to restaurants. I spend $300. I'm a cash guy. I'm from Brooklyn. Everything with me is cash. Cash is king. That's how I've lived. That's how I grew up. I don't know, credit cards like that's like I don't know. Credit cards it reminds me of people like I'm not saying to you I do this, but I'm just giving you an example. There are people I know in Brooklyn. You understand? They loan out money. Gabish, they loan out money. You understand? Now, which guy do you want to be? You want to be the guy who's loaning out the money, or you want to be the guy who's borrowing the money? No, no. I like it when people owe me money. That's this. I'd rather be the guy you owe money to than the guy you follow me. Now I owe money. I don't want to be that guy. You don't ever want to be the guy who's borrowing. If you understand what I'm saying. And to me, it's the same thing with credit cards. You're borrowing money, you're in debt for the rest of your life. And I really mean that because people never pay off the debts. Let's be honest. They never pay off the debts. They run up their credit cards, they max them out, they pay the minimum payment every month, and they wind up carrying that debt with them their whole lives. I'm debt free, mother effers. I don't owe anybody nothing because I'm a cash guy. I don't owe nobody nothing. That's it. What's up, King Ralphie? What's up, Hip Hop Live Spot? I finished paying off my cat loans. Feels so good. Yeah, loan car loans. Who wants to be in debt, man? Who wants to be in debt? It's like so. Chad Clifford, he made this video. Like, see, let me explain something to you. What's going on with Chad? Chad tries to call me out. And then what happens is that I win every time. I beat him every time. You follow me? He calls me out. I come to plate. I come to the plate. You know what I mean? And I'm ready to hit a grand slam home run. And I do. That's it. He calls me out. What do? He goes, "Well, I'm going to go withdraw $8,800. So I told Chad, I said, "Listen, why don't you make it 10,000? Make it 10,000. Now, do you notice how Chad never withdrew the money? I don't know if anybody noticed that. He never withdrew the money. Okay. So as a way to just, beat the living, shit out of Chad, which I love to do, I withdrew 10,000. And I showed him. I said, "Chad, here's the 10,000. Now it's your turn." And you notice now Chad goes, "Well, I have a $25,000 credit card." I have a $25,000. No, Chad, the deal was cash. The deal was cash. Chad moves the goalposts. He's just toying with you. Yeah. Look, it's all good. Look, it's fun in games. Can I be honest with you? I like breaking the guy's balls. I like breaking his onions. People take things I do too seriously. They're like, you act like a child. You act like an infant. I'm having fun. You know what it is? People hate on me. I hate back. People break my balls. I break their balls back. Why is that wrong? Why is it wrong? One thing that I always loved about Donald Trump. Just excuse me 1 second. Yeah, yeah. You're going in the shower without me? You got to wait for me. I'm sorry, my wife was talking to me. Show us what you bought the kids for Christmas. Oh, we got to wait on that. Got to wait on that one. I always spend a lot of money. Listen, if you look at all the games the kids got, you could ask my mother. There's probably $10,000 to $20,000, and I'm not even exaggerating, worth of games. Jennifer, come here. Venikia. Jen, how much money would you say I've spent on like game systems and games for the kids?
Oh my God.
Tell them.
Well, I'm just going to tell you one, for instance, and I hope I don't get in trouble. when PlayStation 5 first came out, what was it, 3 years ago?
Yeah. You couldn't get it.
You could not
It
get
was
it.
impossible to get it
sold
anywhere.
out.
It was sold out. You had to get it on like the streets, the whatever you want to call it, the
So
black
you,
market.
You want to tell the story or just
No, but I'm just saying, but in
set up-
general, if you gave a roundabout with everything
last year
over
you
10,000, 20,000,
Forget it. Last year you spent on the VR. What was it?
$700, $800.
What?
Yeah, that's just one.
That's one.
Then you got the PlayStation
Then
5,
you got the
Xbox Series
the
X,
Switch,
the Switches.
2 switches because you need 2, of course, and then you got Switch lights. Then you got the what do you call it? We got PlayStation. First of all, we got PlayStation 1, 2, 3.
He's got all of them. My son is like a collector. So he's got
And then you got the
vintage systems like the Sega Genesis, the Nintendo,
He's
everything.
got the one from Japan. What was that?
Right, he gets ones that like the PlayStation 3 was from. It was like this blue, amazing
He
blue
got the
color,
blue one, and then he got the other.
and it was like something like it was like
He
$1,000.
got the Xbox from Japan.
He got the
too.
Xbox from Japan.
I think it was
So we got
360.
so many game systems.
I can't. I have no-
I love Super Mario too, brother. I love, you know what I love the most is the Mike Tyson boxing game. I love that game on the Nintendo. And I also like some of the modern games. I like the storytelling games, but sometimes it just takes so long. Like there was this one time, one second, I
The
said,
older systems are the better systems.
there was this one time I stood up all night with Mortal Kombat and I went crazy. Like I had to win the game. So I was up for like, I think it might have even been more than one night. It might have been like going on almost 2 nights. I had to win that game. So sometimes I get crazy with the games myself. Zelda, oh yeah. Trivia time. Let me see here. Whitlock Jr. What is this? Asaya Whitlock Jr. had a cameo in one of the greatest mob movies of all time. I don't know, to be honest with you. What movie was it? Which one? Tell me. I don't know. Ma, we got to go soon, all right? My mother has a little bit of a cough. I'm going to take her to the doctors. God bless her. I got to take care of the mom. She's got a little respiratory thing with the sinuses, So I'm going to take the mama to the doctors. That's why this is going to be a short live. I got to take care of mama, Mama! Hi, 8 Mom. The Back to the Future 99 said hello to you, Mom. Oh, and Goodfellas. Oh, really? Oh, the guy who says shit. I got to check that out. I got to look for him. I didn't even know that he was in Goodfellas. Thank you for telling me that, King Ralphie. I did not know that. Shit. Buy weekend food on the way back. Yeah, you could bet. Oh, that's terrible, Commander 35. Rest in peace. That's terrible. Commander, I got to get rid of you for that. I got to get rid of Commander. I don't know if that's the real Commander 35 or that's a bot, but don't be messing with the mama. What's happening with her now, Jen? What's happening?
Oh, they were talking about some.
We're talking about woman stuff. It's woman stuff, Richie. It's got nothing to do with men. It's awful.
Look, I'm not even going to answer you, FOMO father, okay? Because hate costs 99 cents. So let's get rid of him too. Hate costs 99 cents. I'm not going to entertain hate. I'm not going to do it. You got to pay 99 cents for hate. Yep. It's closed for trading, Pirate Jack. Let's see what happens Monday to Tuesday, with MMTLP. You see the Brittany Garin trade? No, I haven't. As I'm talking to you, they're talking woman talk in the back. I don't know what they're talking about. They're having this big lengthy conversation. What are you talking about in there?
We're talking about the beautiful ceremony that you gave Uncle.
Oh, yeah. My uncle, people were asking me why I was in Brooklyn for 2 days. I'll tell you now. My uncle Paulie, he passed away. God bless him. I gave him a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. May he rest in peace. God bless him. We had a beautiful ceremony in the church, Saint Finbar, and we brought him out to Saint Charles. We spent a lot of money. It was a beautiful, beautiful service, and we had the plot out there with my grandmother, God bless her, my grandfather, my uncle Sal, his brother, and he's with his family now. God bless him. So that's why I was in Brooklyn, because I had to take care of my uncle Paulie, but at the same time, when I go to Brooklyn, I take advantage of being in Brooklyn, and I went to all my favorite restaurants. I went to Hunter's Steakhouse. I went to L&B Spumoni Gardens. So every time I go to Brooklyn, believe me, I'm stacking up on food. Stacking up. Thank you, Back to the Future. He was a great man, my uncle. He was a great man. God bless him. I took care of him. I took good care of him. He's with his parents now. Tendy time. Is this the real Tendy? I never know if these are the real people or if they're bots. I have no idea. Tendy, what are you referring to? MMTLP? 7,000? Yeah. That's a nice amount of money. That's a respectable amount of money. Thank you, Hip Hop Live Spot. But I'm a family man. I'm a big family man. Look, you guys could hate on me, but when it comes to my family, I go out, I go above and beyond. I feel that we all have to be there for our families. Family is the priority. Hey, what's up, CC? So that's what I always do. I always put family first. My mom is talking over there. Mama, what are you talking about in there?
We're talking about death.
Life and death. You gotta live life to the fullest. Remember something. Every day above ground is a good day. Every day. What movie is that from? He goes, every day above ground is a good day. Scarface. Any family man is a good man in my book. Thank you, Buck. Ma, tell them about the beautiful service, right, Jen? Tell them for my uncle. Tell them how beautiful it was.
Do we give the? I can't say anything.
You can say St. Finbar, it's fine. I said the church.
Yeah, we had there was a beautiful mass at St. Finbar's. They did a beautiful job. And then we went out to the cemetery in Long Island. And it was just, everything was very well done. I don't know if you want to give out the funeral name, Paul, or whatever.
That's fine. It doesn't matter.
But they did a great job.
Where are they going to go? They're going to go dig up the bodies?
Probably. You don't know what these people.
No, she's like, you want to give the funeral name? I'm like, where are they going to go dig up the bodies?
No, I mean the name of the funeral parlor.
She's going to the doctors now, my mother. My mother's got to get an antibiotic.
But
She's
yes,
a little antibiotic. She's got a
very
cough.
touching service, and he was a very sweet
Me
man.
and Jennifer,
God bless him.
We're gonna have our burial
And he will be missed. He will be missed.
John Wick Snippen owned the Apefather. This can't be the real Tendy Time. Because Tendy Time wouldn't say this. Tendy Time would never say this.
These are all grown.
This has got to be bots. This is not the real Tendy Time.
It was laid out in Torah Gross. 2 blocks away.
That's what
was
my
Saint-
grandmother
Saint
was
Bernadette Church.
That's what my grandmother.
I married a Saint Bernadette Church. My mother and father married.
Look at her.
They had their funeral masses. Not my mother.
So got all this food left. Look at that. L&B Spumoni Gardens. Tremendous amounts of food.
My mother, she was
My refrigerator is like packed here.
New Jersey.
They're like, my wife's like, don't show. I got so much food. I got food everywhere.
Jersey cemetery.
I got muffins. I got brownies.
But that is in those days.
Let's just see what happens. Ma, excuse me for 1 second, please. You're like a gawk you don't, Ma. You're like a blabbermouth. Blabbermouth! I love you. I won't stop talking. I can't hear myself think. I just hear blah, 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 blah. I can't hear myself think. My wife's laughing. I love my mother. Though. She knows I'm kidding with her. I'm just breaking her chops. Listen, it's one of two things with the honeymooners with MMTLP. It's one of two things. It's either going to be they're going to pull a fast one on us, okay, or it's going to be they're going to let them close their positions. And the only way is let's see what happens Monday and Tuesday. I don't want to say anything right now because I'm not sure what they're going to do. You follow me right now? All of us are, you know what we're doing? We're assuming. Okay. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Never assume. Never assume. Let's just see what happens Monday and Tuesday. And then we could revisit this conversation. I don't want to say anything right now with that. That's just how I feel. Let's see what they do. Because you know what what I notice about YouTube? Everybody likes to assume a lot of things. You all assume, AMC's dead, AMC's over, it's over with this, it's over with that. It's never over until it's over, So many tears I cry, so much pain inside. Baby, it ain't over till it's over. So many years I try. Can you hit those notes, Mom? Keep the love alive. Baby, it ain't over till it's over. Listen, we're going to beat these hedge funds one day. One day the Apefather is going to become a very famous man. You'll see. And if I'm famous, I'm going to be in the corner of the retail investors. Big time. Big time, man. You have no idea. That's why I got to make it. I got to keep working hard, I got work to do. I got work, baby. I got a gig. The what was that called? The Average White Band. I'm taking care of business. Woman, can't you see? I gotta make it for you. I gotta make it for me. I know it's no. I love falsetto. I love the Bee Gees. Frankie Valli. People don't realize, like the Bee Gees, all of their songs was falsetto. Lou and Teddy are teaming up on COSM. They're teaming up and they're getting their asses handed to them. They're getting their asses handed on to them. I don't know what's going to happen with COSM. Where is it at now? Where's COSM at? I got to check. Last I checked, it was in the 20 cents range. Thing is getting creamed. Why don't we just go really quick? You got to get your stuff, the cleaning supplies. You got to get. We got to clean out. My mom had a little cold. God bless her. But we got to air out the house. Went back up to 35. Okay, we got to air out the house here a little bit. We got to clean up. My mom had a little respiratory thing. What are you saying?
Gotta air out the house.
There she is. You got to air out the house. Look, how you feeling?
Well.
You got a little cough, right? A little respiratory?
It is what it is.
You look good, though.
I'm here. But whatever it is, I had a hard time getting myself moving. I couldn't move. Because, does your friend smoke?
Who? Which friend?
Any one of them. Do they smoke?
I'm sure some of them smoke.
Tell them not to smoke.
Yeah, don't smoke. Smoking is bad.
It's very bad.
Well, that's how my father died. My father died, smoked 4 packs of cigarettes a day.
Loretta and I were talking about it last night. He had no breath in his lungs to breathe.
Yeah. God bless.
I got about 60%.
You smoked a pipe, he says, pirate. The guy says he smokes the pipe. The ganja. This guy, Pirate Jack. She's like, what? The ganja.
Well, I'm not a pirate. No, I'm not a pirate.
Well, I'm going to leave my mother alone here. She's shot.
It's just that it's very bad.
Don't smoke. Welfare Lou. It's amazing to me that I did that community thing, that post, and people are like, Lou has more money than me. Listen, please. That guy doesn't have, I don't even think, a couple of thousand to his name. I don't believe. He's got no money. The guy has no portfolio. He's got no house. Whatever money he has is from YouTube. That's it. You know what it is? He stole $73,000, as we know, from senior citizens. Okay. Then in order for him to pay back that restitution, he got it from YouTube. He made the money from being a bullshit artist. But he did it by lying to everybody. He was a pathological liar, Like AMC is wrapping up. GTII. It's a rapping up. And then COSM. Meat smoker could be your thing, a new hobby, yeah? I'm into it, but not meat. In terms of Lou meat, I'm talking about like some porterhouse steak. Yeah, I love porterhouses. Apefather, glad you finally put an end to Uncle Fester. Well, I'm trying. But there are still people listening to that guy. It's crazy. He hasn't made a video in 4 days. He's still got like 81.2, I think, thousand subs. It's crazy. It's like there's still, I don't know what it is. I think people are just so like, I don't know if it's the fact that they're down a lot of money because they listen to Lou, or if it's the fact that they're miserable or whatever, but it's like they still want to hear what he has to say. It's either for morbid curiosity, it's either because they're down so much that they're like desperate. Desperado, and just whatever he says at this point, they might just tell me some way to get out of this mess. But just remember something, Lou is the reason you got into the mess. So do you really believe that Lou is going to get you out of the mess? He's only going to make your mess worse. He's only going to put you deeper into the rabbit hole. But people still listen to this, Mama Luke. People still listen to this, Stunad. Lou's going to come out with a new play now. Because remember, he talked about GTII. He said it was going to go to what? 100 to 300 a share. That didn't work out. He shaved his hair. He shaved his beard. Same thing with COSM. He said it was going to go to $100 a share. That didn't work. So now he's going to come out with a new play. You'll see. Watch. When he comes back from the Dominican Republic, Lou will have a new play. And everybody's going to be like, oh, yeah, Lou, this is going to be my play. Thank you, Lou. Life-changing wealth. Thank you, Derek. God bless you and your family. You're fighting the good fight. I bet most of his followers are bots. Probably right. Yeah. It's RNVA. Yeah, you're right. All of his plays, there's nothing that Lou called right. Nothing. See, a lot of people say that he called GTII right. Now, GTII was not his play. That's number one, okay? When Lou started pushing GTII, it was beginning to run. It was beginning to run. So you understand how it is. A lot of people have to transfer money into their brokerage account. It takes 2 days for the funds to clear. You understand? So by the time people's funds were clearing, GTII was rising. So it went to like $3 or $4 or $5 a share. That's when a lot of people started getting in. They started getting in at those levels, even higher. And what happened was, we know GTII went up to about $9 a share. Then it tanked. So I don't consider that to be a winner, even though it went from 60 cents ultimately to $9. It depends on when you got in. It depends on the factors. Are you holding at $5? Well, then you got vaporized. So that's the thing. Look, listen, I tell everybody all the time, I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. And what I've been preaching lately is to try to use pennies and turn them into dollars. That's what I've been preaching. I say it all the time, and don't even try to deny it. What do I tell you all the time? I tell you cash is king. I tell you precious metals. I tell you gold. I tell you silver. But once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer. But what do I tell you all the time? I said, if you're going to play on these volatile stocks, these risky stocks, don't be Teddy Zane. Teddy Zane's nuts. Teddy Zane put what, 35,000 in COSM? Listen, he better, knowing Teddy, he's praying right now that thing just goes back to 50 cents so we could just get his money out of there. I think Teddy's balls are sweating. He's lucky it went back up to 35 cents. If I know Teddy, when that thing hits 50 cents, he's going to sell faster than Commander 35, when he goes to the Bates Motel with Chad Clifford, and bends him over, and he does them rabbit style. Teddy Zane's going to be faster than a rabbit. He's going to get out of COSM faster than a rabbit. Lou claims he made millions, not just on GTII, Derek. Lou claims he made millions on COSM too. Lou claims he made millions on everything. I even saw a video one time where I think Lou said he made a ton of money on Sundial. So Lou's making money on everything. The only problem, he has no car, he has no house, he has no money, he has no portfolio. That's the only problem. All he has is a $2 convenience store watch. He's got the Columbia jacket. These are Lou's assets. The Columbia jacket, the shitty sneakers, and he's got a hat. He once in a while wears a hat. That's about it. He's going to be on the next Forbes list. Yeah, sure. The most rich homeless man, Lou. You see him on Forbes. But like I said, I wanted to do a really quick live here. I'm going on about 34 minutes. My mother's got a doctor's appointment. You hear it in her throat. She's got the respiratory. But I am going to do some more lives today because I got to catch up. I apologize to all of you. But, stay strong. Let's see what happens with MMTLP. Let's just see what happens Monday and Tuesday. As far as everything else, you always do what's best for yourself. Remember this. You have to always worry about you, and you have to worry about your family. Remember, YouTubers are entertainers. That's it. Never, ever entrust, especially someone like Lou, especially someone who has a track record of being arrested for fraud and scamming, okay, senior citizens, innocent senior citizens. You definitely probably don't want to listen to a person like that. Lou's pregnant with Bill's child. Yes. So I got to take my mom to the doctors. Listen, God bless all of you. God bless your families. We're going to be in touch. Remember, I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. This live stream is for entertainment purposes only. God bless. I'll be in touch.